Hey guys, welcome back to Heiko's Garage. Today we're on my desk again and we're looking at some watchmaking tools. Over the last few months I have been accumulating a few watchmaking tools and I have come across a brand that I'd never heard before, which might be a good alternative to either really cheap Chinese made watchmaking tools or really expensive watchmaking tools like made by Bergeon or Horotech. So let's talk about what we have here. Left side is a Tianju Chinese made set of movement holders. One really small one, that's the 4039, and a pretty large one, the 4040. And really honestly, they are very cheaply made. The jaws seem to be some sort of cast zinc alloy, some pot metal. They have rough edges everywhere and they seem to be painted. If someone gets started in this hobby and they don't know if they really want to spend the money on quality tools quite yet, they can probably get away with it. And they are probably going to be usable here. The smaller one is really for the small ladies' watches or some specialty watches. It doesn't move all that well. It's a little on the rough side, so I'm not a big fan, but for $6, you can't really complain. So let's put those away. It's actually kind of funny how they use the same kind of color scheme that Bergeon uses, and it even uses the same part number. So 4040, and this one here is a 4040. Kind of funny, huh? So then let's put this aside for the time being and focus on the industry standard, the Bergeon Swiss-made movement holder. Here is the plastic version, the 4040p. It's a really well-made tool, has a 4mm fine thread spindle in the middle, two stainless steel guides that run in plastic, and the threaded insert here in the movable jaw is brass, as it looks like. Has a pretty nicely machined handle. It says Bergeon 4040p. Here, let's move in a little bit. So that's nice. And it says Swiss made on it. Overall, great tool, great versatility, opens really far. So I think you can even use this for pocket watch movements. So it's definitely a very usable tool. It even has machine surfaces on the outside, so I'm assuming you can hold onto like a ring or something like that, or if you want to hold onto the internal surface of a watch case maybe. I don't know why you would want to do that, but it's an option, and like I said, it moves really freely and really nicely. So overall, this is a good tool. But this one here is somewhere between $30 and $40. So this is quite expensive for what it is. It's two plastic pieces with three steel spindles. So overall, yeah, you're definitely paying for the name. So now I'm bringing the newcomer, or the wild card, the outsider, the brand that's new, Timelab. This brand is made in Korea. So we're talking about South Korea. And this movement holder here is really good quality. It has some heft to it. I'm assuming that those jaws here are also steel, machined steel. They have a bead blasted appearance to it. And on the box on the back it says they are PVD coated. PVD is physical vapor deposit. So you can coat a piece of, let's say, a piece of aluminum, and you coat it with a thin layer of titanium or stainless steel. So you vaporize a metal and then deposit it onto a weaker material. The jaws here, but from just the feel of it, seems to be steel. They're very well machined. There are no machining marks anywhere to be found. Very smooth, very well deburred everywhere. And then the cool trick of this movement holder here compared to any of the other ones is they have cutouts for a movement on all four sides. So if you have a oval shaped or a rectangular shape watch, this one here is most likely going to be able to accommodate it. If you have really a tiny little movement, look at this. No, it's my fingernail size here. So you have jaws on all four sides of this movement holder, and due to its weight and heft, you can literally put it on any of the four sides and it's not going to fall over. The knurled knob, it's knurling plus machining. So knurled plus machined grooves, and that makes it really nice and grippy, and it's actually larger in diameter than the handle on the Bergeon tool. On the end here looks laser engraved timelab number 035. So they came up with their own naming convention. They didn't name it after the Swiss made version here. They came up with their own number. And then the part that I, as a former industrial mechanic, are most impressed about is the spindle here in the middle. The Chinese movement holder and the Swiss made movement holder, they just use a regular metric fine thread as the spindle here. This one is a proper trapezoidal shaped spindle, which you would find in industrial machinery like a lathe or a mill, or maybe in a big bench vise. The trapezoidal shaped thread is stronger. That's why you find those in a big bench vise or in a lathe or in a mill. So I'm kind of excited about seeing this. Very well done, opens really well, nicely. And like I said, it has the features of having jaws on all four sides. The only downside that I can see here on this tool is the size. They only make it in one size, and it does not open quite as far as the Bergeon tool. So if you want to have one movement holder that can do all the sizes, you probably have to go with the Bergeon one. As you can see, the Bergeon just opens a little further than this one here. But other than that, quality is there, and this tool is also $10 cheaper than this. I found the brand Timelab on eBay. Besides the movement holder from Timelab, I also have a spring bar tool, spring bar removal tool made by Timelab, which has removable tips. Really nice quality. The little fork here is very nicely defined and sharp and seems to be pretty hard. So I've already removed a couple wristbands and there's absolutely no wear on it. Then I have hand installation tools, hand pushers, which have removable tips. They're all screwed on. They make them in different sizes. They're color coded, so blue, black, red, and green. The handle is a nice anodized aluminum handle. And then last but not least is a set of hand removal levers. And these hand removal levers, they also have some heft to it. They are steel with a nice knurling, and it seems like they even blew them or did some heat treating to it. I don't know exactly. And then the forks in the front, they seem to be chromed, very well defined, and they have a very smooth surface. So this will protect the dial when you are leveling off a set of hands. The smoother the surface is, the less likely you are to damage the watch dial. So these are also very good quality. Oh yeah, and the last one is this one. So if you have never heard of Timelab, find them on eBay. They are not a channel sponsor, even though they should be. No affiliations or anything. I will still put some links to those tools down in the description. So if you're interested, you can check them out. And if you like this quick little movement holder comparison video and introduction to Timelab, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.